CFO leadership philosophy is the set of guiding principles, values, beliefs, and leadership behaviors that shape how chief financial officers create value, influence strategic decisions, lead organizations, and fulfill their responsibilities as enterprise leaders. While technical expertise in finance, accounting, and risk management remains fundamental, leading organizations increasingly expect CFOs to serve as strategic partners, transformation leaders, governance stewards, and architects of sustainable value creation. A well-defined leadership philosophy enables CFOs to navigate complexity, inspire organizational trust, align stakeholders, and guide business transformation with consistency and integrity. Leading executive CFO programs emphasize that the role of the CFO has evolved dramatically over the past 2 decades. Historically viewed as financial controllers responsible for accounting accuracy and compliance, modern CFOs now participate directly in corporate strategy, capital allocation, digital transformation, mergers and acquisitions, sustainability initiatives, enterprise risk management, investor relations, and organizational leadership. Consequently, successful CFOs require a leadership philosophy that integrates financial stewardship with strategic vision, ethical governance, innovation, and collaborative leadership. At the core of an effective CFO leadership philosophy is the principle of value creation over financial control. While protecting financial integrity remains essential, finance leaders increasingly focus on creating sustainable enterprise value through disciplined capital allocation, strategic investment, operational excellence, innovation, and long-term business transformation. Rather than acting solely as financial gatekeepers, CFOs serve as catalysts who enable organizational growth while maintaining financial resilience and governance discipline. A second foundational principle is strategic partnership. Modern CFOs work closely with CEOs, boards of directors, business unit leaders, technology executives, investors, and external stakeholders to shape organizational strategy. Strategic partnership requires finance leaders to understand markets, customers, operations, technology, talent, and competitive dynamics alongside financial performance. By integrating financial insight with business strategy, CFOs improve executive decision-making while strengthening organizational agility and long-term competitiveness. Effective CFO leadership is grounded in integrity and ethical responsibility. Financial leaders oversee organizational resources and stakeholder trust, making ethical behavior fundamental to sustainable leadership. Integrity encompasses transparent financial reporting, responsible governance, objective analysis, regulatory compliance, and independent judgment even under significant organizational pressure. CFOs must consistently balance shareholder interests with broader stakeholder responsibilities while promoting accountability and ethical decision-making throughout the enterprise. Data-driven decision-making represents another important leadership principle. Modern organizations generate extensive financial and operational information through enterprise systems, artificial intelligence, advanced analytics, and digital platforms. CFOs leverage these capabilities to transform data into strategic insight, enabling evidence-based decisions regarding investment priorities, performance management, risk assessment, pricing strategies, business transformation, and organizational resource allocation. Leadership increasingly depends on analytical rigor combined with strategic interpretation rather than intuition alone. A contemporary CFO leadership philosophy also embraces innovation and continuous transformation. Digital technologies, artificial intelligence, automation, cloud computing, and advanced analytics are fundamentally reshaping business models and finance functions. Progressive finance leaders champion digital transformation by modernizing financial processes, investing in technology capabilities, improving forecasting accuracy, and fostering innovation while maintaining appropriate governance and financial discipline. Rather than resisting disruption, effective CFOs position finance as a driver of organizational innovation and strategic adaptation. Leadership philosophy extends beyond financial management to people leadership and organizational culture. High-performing finance organizations prioritize talent development, diversity and inclusion, collaboration, continuous learning, and employee engagement. CFOs increasingly serve as mentors and coaches who develop future finance leaders while creating cultures of accountability, innovation, transparency, and cross-functional collaboration. Strong organizational culture enhances decision quality, operational performance, and long-term business resilience. Stakeholder orientation has become another defining element of CFO leadership philosophy. Organizations now operate within complex ecosystems involving shareholders, employees, customers, regulators, suppliers, governments, lenders, communities, and society. CFOs balance these diverse interests by integrating environmental, social, and governance (ESG) considerations into strategic planning, capital allocation, enterprise reporting, and business transformation initiatives. Sustainable value creation increasingly depends on meeting stakeholder expectations alongside financial performance objectives. Resilience and adaptability are critical leadership attributes in today's volatile global economy.
Macroeconomic uncertainty, geopolitical developments, cybersecurity threats, climate risks, supply chain disruptions, and technological change require finance leaders capable of navigating ambiguity while maintaining organizational confidence. CFOs employ scenario planning, enterprise risk management, stress testing, and strategic forecasting to improve organizational preparedness while preserving financial flexibility and strategic agility. Executive communication is another central component of CFO leadership philosophy. Finance leaders regularly engage with boards of directors, investors, regulators, employees, and executive teams to communicate strategy, financial performance, investment decisions, and enterprise risks. Effective communication transforms complex financial analysis into clear strategic narratives that support organizational alignment, governance effectiveness, and stakeholder trust. Executive presence, emotional intelligence, and influence therefore become essential leadership capabilities alongside technical expertise. The CFO leadership philosophy increasingly emphasizes enterprise leadership rather than functional leadership. Finance leaders contribute to customer strategy, operational excellence, digital innovation, organizational transformation, sustainability initiatives, talent development, and ecosystem partnerships. Their perspective extends beyond finance to encompass enterprise-wide value creation, competitive advantage, and long-term organizational resilience. This broad leadership orientation positions CFOs as integral members of executive leadership teams rather than technical specialists. The Global Competency Framework reinforces this evolution by identifying leadership, strategic thinking, governance, communication, influence, business partnering, enterprise risk management, ethical leadership, and performance management as core competencies for executive finance professionals. Modern CFOs are expected to combine financial stewardship with strategic leadership, organizational transformation, stakeholder engagement, and sustainable value creation while supporting board governance and enterprise-wide decision-making. In today's increasingly dynamic and interconnected business environment, CFO leadership philosophy serves as the foundation for executive effectiveness and organizational success. CFOs who combine financial expertise with strategic vision, ethical integrity, collaborative leadership, digital innovation, stakeholder orientation, and long-term value creation are best positioned to lead organizational transformation, strengthen governance, inspire trust, and create sustainable competitive advantage in an evolving global economy.